Peace, peace, my beautiful souls. Welcome back to Shanika Quine, where I'm all about the mastery of self, mindfulness, and walking this spiritual journey with purpose and intention. Let's keep this conversation going. In part one, I shared how my spiritual awakening was triggered by the end of a relationship and how that moment sent me searching for deeper healing. But once you're aware that something inside you is shifting, what's next? How do you maintain that energy? How do you protect it? How do you nurture it? That's where tools come in, not for aesthetics or trends, but for transformation. One of the first tools I explored was meditation. Now I know for some people that word can feel intimidating. You picture yourself sitting perfectly still, no thoughts in your head, in some peaceful Zen mode. That's not realistic for everybody, especially when your mind is loud and you've never meditated before. Here's what I learned. Meditation is anything that brings you back to yourself. It's presence, it's grounding, and you have many options. There's walking meditation, sitting silently in nature, journaling, even washing dishes intentionally can become a meditative practice when you're in the moment. You don't need incense, a candle, a pillow, or a mountain view to meditate. You just need willingness. Then comes journaling. Journaling and meditation kind of go hand in hand, if you ask me. It helped me get things out of my head and onto paper where I could see my patterns, my progress, and my pain. And it was a safe space for me to just be, with no filters and no judgment. I've touched on sound healing before, but I'll include it in this episode as well. Sound works on a vibrational level, bypassing the conscious mind and going straight to the nervous system. Whether it's singing bowls, tuning forks, mantras, or music, frequency heals. Sometimes all I needed was to lay down and let the sound move through me, with or without no words, no explaining, just release. This last one, admittedly, is my favorite, spiritual baths. When I needed to cleanse, recharge, or reset my energy, especially after emotional overwhelm, a spiritual bath was like stepping into a personal altar of healing. Salt, herbs, oils, prayers, intentions, they all come together to remind your body and spirit that it's safe to soften, to release, and to be renewed. It's not just water, it's energy work in liquid form. When you start doing this inner work, I can't stress enough to try a little bit of everything. That's normal, and that's okay. I tried and still use all tools from affirmations, candles, energy cleanses, even Reiki. Try not to think of it as you're trying to fix yourself because you are not broken. You're just buried, and while there are just tools, they are helping you to uncover what is already inside yourself. God gave us everything we need. That's the power of this journey. You remember who you are, not become someone else. As you go throughout your journey, one of the biggest signs that your tools are working is that you stop trying to fix yourself and start accepting yourself. Not in a complacent way, but in a way that says, I am worthy of love, peace, and expansion, even while I'm still evolving. That's it for today's episode. If you need any guidance or anything that I spoke of in today's episode, don't be afraid to reach out via Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, or email. And as you continue throughout your week, remember to keep going. Stay grounded, stay glowing, and I'll catch you next time